So I'm trying to figure up here how much it cost my wife and I to go down to Florida a couple of weeks ago. We went from Wednesday to Sunday, the main goal being to go to the A1A 150-mile yard sale on Saturday. But of course, we had to hit some thrift stores while we were down there, and we hit a lot. We also seem to have spent a lot of money. Paid $489.77 on food. We obviously splurged a little bit, went to a real fancy restaurant in St. Augustine, same in Daytona. So we splurged a little bit on that. And then on gas, we spent $137.91 for a grand total of $627.68. Now, before I calculated all this, I kind of thought that maybe we had paid for our trip on the way down there. We stopped at a few thrift stores on the way and found some pretty amazing stuff. I haven't actually calculated what sold from that yet, so we're gonna figure all that out together. Maybe we pay for our whole trip on the way down. I almost forgot. You guys may have noticed that there's a pretty considerable expense missing from this calculation, and I didn't put anything in for hotels. And honestly, that's because if there's a Hyatt around, I don't pay for hotel rooms. I'll put a video link in the description that explains how I do that. It's a heck of a reseller life hack if you're into that sort of thing. But let's get into the video, see if we paid for our trip. I think our first stop was actually only like an hour into our 7-hour drive. Only 1 hour into our 7-hour road trip. We're already making a stop. Yeah, so an hour in, and this was our first stop. First pickup of the day, and Kayla has found the LL Bean men's barn coat, field coat, chore coat, whatever you want to call it. It's either going to be, did you say $5.99 or $10.99?
$10.99.
Do you know how much they sell for?
I don't know, but I've seen you have one before.
That's right. So recently there's been kind of a trend. I think it was on TikTok or somewhere, people buying these, and the prices have actually gone up. They're selling for like 60 or 70 bucks.
Wow.
All right, only ended up paying $5.99 for the LL Bean field coat at Salvation Army. So good job, Kayla, on finding that. She's already found us gas money. So I guess that means I've got to find lunch money in here. So I mentioned that I don't like going to Goodwill's in Augusta. Here's why. Champion sweatshirt. It's got spots and stains all over it. They want $15.79. Here's a LL Bean jacket. It's dirty on the inside there, and they want $15.79. So obviously not finding anything here. Getting back on the road. Good news, the LL Bean field coat sold, and it sold for $62 plus shipping. So after fees and costs, that's a profit of $46.37. So we've only gone down like 45 minutes since our last stop, but kind of a slow way to get to Florida. But we never passed a thrift store
And not stop?
just walking in, and this is a huge Goodwill. I mean, they've got racks on racks of clothes. Let's see what we can find. So speaking of clothing, checking it out here. Here's a pair of shorts, $9.99. There's another pair of shorts, $9.99. Saw some over here. These are $5.49. So I don't know. Prices are definitely all over the place. This might be a bad idea, but I spotted this pair of Danner boots. Obviously, new with tags. Got the laces on there. I mean, they've got a few scuffs and scratches because they're not in the box, but they're definitely new. But Goodwill here wants $25 for them. Try looking them up. There's only 4 pair listed, and they're all weird sizes, like size 15, size 14, saw a pair size 6. Only 1 pair is sold, and that pair sold for $225. So I'm maybe making a mistake here, but I'm going to take a chance on these for 25 bucks. I think I can at least get $100 for them because they're a size 12. Very good size. And then Kayla coming through again with the Lulu. Going to be $7.99. I don't know what model that is. Should be at least, what, 20 or 30 for them? We'll take it. Size 4. Yeah. Well, good news and bad news. The bad news is that my daughter commandeered the Lululemon tights, which honestly that's probably good news because if I had to pay full price, it'd be a whole lot more than that. The really good news though is that I sold the Danner boots. Listed them for $169, and after about a week I got an offer of $150. Decided to take it. So that's another $103 after fees and costs that I can add to our profit. I have no idea what part of Georgia we were in when we found this place, but it was in the middle of nowhere. We were actually just passing by, and it looked interesting. So we made a U-turn and went inside. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my camera with me, but I had my phone, and this is what we got. All right, we are at the most junkiest random little shop right on the side of the road. We were on the road right here and pulled in. Not seeing much, but just about 15 a piece. Would you do 10 a piece if I bought all three of them?
Yeah.
All right, Kayla. I think I got us some lunch money.
Yes.
$10 for 3 iced tea makers. Those were a bolo, if you don't know. I think there was like 10 listed, 17 sold. These are brand new. Last 3 brand new that sold for $87 a piece plus shipping. So 3 times 87. 1 listing too, by the way. So that makes it even better. So I got us some lunch money. The most random, junkiest looking place ever, by the way. Saw this and we just decided to pull in. So I think we did pretty good.
But $10 a piece.
Yeah,
Not
$10.
all
Yeah,
3 for 10.
yeah, my bad. $10 a piece. 30 bucks into 2. Not too bad. I'm still kind of shocked that we found those iced tea makers at such a random spot, but I'm not going to count it towards our total because they haven't actually sold yet. But we kept driving, obviously, and decided to stop for a quick lunch. While we were there, I pulled out Google Maps, noticed there was a Goodwill right around the corner, and we decided to stop. I'm so glad we did. All right, so this is actually the first Goodwill that I've seen people putting stuff out. I actually just followed a lady over here because she had some hats I was interested in. That's a pretty good golf hat, $2. We'll grab that. Not sure what course that is. Let's see if I can figure that out. Got a bunch of golf hats back here. PGA West, $2. TaylorMade. Grab that, $3 for that one. You might get it anyway. Titleist hat, that one's kind of rough, but it's only $2. We'll get it. And this is a course in Okatee. It's actually a really popular course. Can't think of the name of it, but $2. We'll get that one too. All right, it's more digging in the bins here. Found a few more golf hats. Got the Titleist with the Les Lake on the side. I think that course is in Augusta. I'm not sure. Spyglass Hill, Pebble Beach on the game tag. That's really cool. 2 Live Lucky hats. This black diamond one I think is really good. Pretty elite course. And then this SQ, I'm not sure what that is, but it's on a TaylorMade hat. So we're grabbing all of these. Found that stack of hats and then immediately came over to the golf clubs because I thought maybe the guy that donated all his golf hats donated his clubs. Yeah, not so much. There's nothing in here, unfortunately. So these things actually sell pretty well. Vintage LL Bean rugby shirt. I think they sell for like 30 bucks. They only want, I think it was $5 for it. Let's see. Yeah, $5.49. And there are 2 of them. So we're getting those too. Here's something else I haven't found in a minute. Sir Pendleton. This one's freshly dry cleaned. And they only want $5.49. Shit's for 30, 40. So I just happened to be walking by the hat section again, and it looks like they brought out more hats. This is nuts. I have no idea what that SQ is. It's Savannah Quarters golf course. This is a crazy stop. That was messed up. Alright, so I just happened to be standing around when they brought out a new rack, and half of it's currently on my cart. Everything here is $5.49 a piece. Peter Millar UGA jacket, couple of Nike golf jackets, Castaway Nantucket Island, Peter Millar polos, Sims vest, a couple of Master shirt. This is a heck of a score. Oh, and these Vermont Flannel Company flannels. These should sell instantly and only $5.49. Heck of a score here. As cool as I thought my haul was, look at what Kayla just found. It's not that old. It's not made in USA, made in Taiwan. It's still pretty awesome though.
$10 for the suit.
I think you gotta get that for $10. Just the whole suit. Everything's in good condition. What size is it?
Large.
Yeah, I think we gotta get that for $10. That's crazy. Pretty awesome haul at this Goodwill, and honestly, I just got really lucky. They rolled out a brand new rack, basically set it right in front of me, and I was able to grab whatever I wanted. And as you guys saw, I got a ton of stuff, and honestly, it turned out better than I expected. I've sold a bunch of this stuff already. Let's go through it. First up, I sold one of the 2 vintage LL Bean rugby shirts, and ended up taking an offer of $25 plus shipping. This Peter Millar Summer Comfort Polo with the UGA logo on it actually sold, I believe, overnight for $59.99 plus shipping. This next one is a quarter zip pullover made by Holderness and Bourne. Great golf brand to be on the lookout for, by the way. It actually had a logo on it that I'd never seen before, and it still sold pretty quick for $45 plus shipping. This is another quarter zip. This one's made by Peter Millar. It has the UGA logo on it. I probably could have held out for a little bit more, but I ended up taking an offer of $45 plus shipping. There was also a Peter Millar quarter zip vest in this pile that had the UGA logo on it. That one actually sold for $50 plus shipping. I also ended up finding 2 Vermont flannel pieces. Definitely something to be on the lookout for, especially this time of year. One was a hoodie and one was a button-up shirt. The button-up sold almost instantly for $30 plus shipping. My absolute favorite, though, is this Peter Millar Swag Golf Polo. If you ever see that little skull on a polo shirt, you probably want to pick it up. This guy sold in 2 days for $64 plus shipping. So after that amazing haul, we continued towards Florida, and about an hour later, we crossed the border. That just meant it was 3 hours until we got to our hotel, though, and it was getting dark pretty quick. Of course, we had to make our obligatory stop at Buc-ee's and spend way too much money. By the time we got close to the hotel, it was almost closing time for thrift stores, but we still had time for one more Goodwill. Kind of looking around in the hard goods and just what I expected. Really high prices, unfortunately. Like this Goodwill water bottle, $8 for a used water bottle. Disney half marathon weekend 2019, $10. I mean, definitely what I expected, but I'm more here for the garage sales, so those should be coming up. Clothes are kind of all over the place, just in the polo shirts. Van Heusen, $6.99. Nautica, $8.99. Austin something or another, $4.19. All over the place. Ralph Lauren Golf, $9. Kind of all over the place. Spoiler alert, we didn't find anything else at this Goodwill but more high prices, which I kind of expected, but it was still kind of scary to see in person because our whole plan while we were down there was to go to garage sales in the mornings and then thrift stores in the afternoons. And it makes you kind of scared that you may be wasting your afternoons when you see prices like this. But honestly, after being there for a little while, it may have actually turned out that thrift stores were better than garage sales. You'll have to subscribe to find out. But what do you think about our trip down? Did we actually cover our expenses? If you only factor in what sold in the 2 weeks since we've been home, we haven't covered it yet. But if you factor in the potential sales, I think we got pretty close, especially with the iced tea makers, the Masters shirts that haven't sold yet, and then all the hats. And I didn't factor any value on those because they're probably going to go on Whatnot, and they could sell anywhere from $5 to $20. So who knows? But overall, I personally think we did okay. I was pleasantly surprised. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.